So, all right. My first important information that I want to share with you all is about your grading. I have graded your midterm exams. My detailed comments along with your scores are available on Moodle files. I believe it's students' right to know how your work was graded and how the teacher is assessing and evaluating their work. If you have any questions, I am very happy to answer now. I encourage you to please go to your Moodle accounts, see my comments on your work. I thoroughly enjoyed reading everyone's work, I believe. There was this one student, his name is Arbaz. Is he here with us? Arbaz, his file for some reason wasn't opening up his response, but I had to go to the review settings to see his response. So I didn't mention his score on Moodle, but I have his score in my records, and I am happy to discuss it with him. I encourage you to go to your Moodle account and see your score there. With that, I already showed you your papers, your exam papers for first quiz in the class. I graded your midterm exams. The score is available on Moodle with my comments and my feedback. For your second quiz that you took online, your score is, again, it was all based on multiple choice questions and true false statements. There is nothing that I need to explain. Your score is available on Moodle. You can count that as well. Your media journal submission begins from today, and it will end on February 18, this coming Friday. You have the whole week. I'll be coming to classes every day to help you develop your media journal. If you have any questions, you are more than welcome to ask. And the media journal is the only thing that will be left after Friday for grading, and I will grade that in the coming week. The same way the grades will go on Moodle. And if you have any question, do not hesitate about your grading of media journal, not the rest, because we are already spending this week discussing the rest of the grades. I mean, the rest of the evaluation. Only for media journal assessment, if you have any question, do not hesitate to write an email to me the next week. And I'm happy to answer your concerns. Please use this time visiting your Moodle accounts and seeing your evaluation and discussing it with me if you have any questions or any concerns. Misha, I remember you sent me an email with your media journal. I owe you an apology. I have been very busy lately. My son got sick the day before yesterday. And he's staying home, and I had to stay home with him. So that is why this got me late, but I will be sending you my feedback sometime today. You have the deadline until Friday anyway. We can also do this, that soon after we end today's class, Misha, I can pull up the file and we can together go over your work. That is also doable, whatever works for you. I'm waiting for next 5 to 7 minutes. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask. अहमद अल्ताफ, बेटे आप भी अपना देख लें. Umar, Bilal.
Yes, ma'am.
Bilal was not able to upload his assignment on Moodle. There was a problem. However, he sent me that in the email and I have responded to him. Khazal, you as well. Ruhama.
मैम देख लिया.
देख लिया, ठीक है. Any concerns, questions?
Not really, ma'am.
That's okay. Anyone else? Ruhama, Umar, Misha. All right, wait a minute. So, beta, if you do not have any questions, I want to assign you something for our class on Wednesday. Uh, Please read chapter number, let me tell you, from the book that I have on the Moodle. Please read chapter number 11 as much as you can. Chapter 11. All right. And we will discuss a question. We will discuss this idea. What do you think? What challenges the field of communication is facing uh, because of technology, and what new theories we need to address those challenges. So, for example, technology. When we talk about technology, yes, technology has made communication faster. It has helped us stay in contact with each other easily, but it has also posed us challenges. Number one, the challenge of privacy. Privacy is a challenge. I give all my information to Facebook, I give all my information to Instagram, and with that, I always set up privacy settings. But even then, there is a threat. My friends who are connected with me on Facebook or Instagram, they can leak out the information that I share. They can further transmit my pictures, my information, all my data. Privacy has been a problem with social media. That is a challenge that we are confronting with because of uh, development in technology. This is one of the challenges. So read that chapter as much as you can, and then come up with your concerns. Uh, that what challenges the new technology uh, is uh, l- uh, uh, is giving us. Does uh, does this all make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है. Privacy एक challenge है. Another challenge can be regulation. uh, there are regulation laws for everything, for finance, for healthcare, for uh, for banks, for educational systems. You see, to provide health, our healthcare providers, they need to be certified doctors. It's not like anybody. I say that, yeah, I am an expert in health and I can provide healthcare to anyone who is sick. There is this formal education system they have to follow. There are certificates, degrees that they have to obtain. There are licenses that they have to obtain. That is how the system regulates those people who are in the business of providing healthcare to community. Similarly, there are media regulations. We need to regulate media as well. By regulation, we mean we need to make sure that they are working the right way. So there is PEMRA that regulates electronic media. There are press laws that regulate our country's print media. But with technology, how do we regulate? Because now it's like everyone is free to broadcast. Everyone is. Have you ever made a video at a birthday party, at a wedding ceremony, or any other ceremony, and then uploaded it on social media? So let's say I am on an event that has a gathering of 100 plus people, and one of the participants in that event, let's say, is making a video, and that video goes online. However, I do not want that video to go online. So there is this privacy issue. There is also this regulation issue. Now everyone can create, everyone can make video, everyone can broadcast, everyone can produce. So that is an issue, regulation. And not only that, how do we regulate these technology companies? Because they are profit oriented companies. Apple, Google, Uber, um, all the social media sites, they are making money out of selling their products to their users, subscribers, whatever we want to call them. And then there are issues of regulation. What if Facebook or Twitter becomes a forum of propaganda? There is always this question: what if there are certain groups who kind of maintain their monopoly to promote a certain kind of information in favor of a group or against a group? That is again a problem. How do we regulate them? Regulation has been difficult because the reach of technology, the reach of these technology companies, the reach of social media is now global. It's not limited to a country, a community, a culture. Earlier we would talk about Fox TV, Fox channels, Star channels, and many other channels. Their reach was limited, that were meant for maybe a country, a locality, a community. But if we think about the reach of all these global media, its reach is global and beyond our imagination. How do we regulate them? So the first concern is privacy. Second concern is regulation. Another concern that comes in my mind is online. I mean, because of being online, inequalities have been on rise. We talk about the concept of digital divide, and we learned about this concept when we were learning the knowledge gap hypothesis. So, in the wake of online learning and in the wake of online usage, especially after the pandemic, the inequalities have been worsened. They are on the rise. And this pandemic is showing us in many inequalities that exist, not only a within West versus East, but also within a country, within a culture, within a community, and even within a home. I am particularly concerned about this topic, and I was writing a paper on it a month ago, and I was very surprised to know that when online learning began within a household, uh, uh, um, when we talk about siblings, usually it happens that male children in a family, they have access uh, to devices and internet. However, female children, they parents would give them limited access. And there is also this idea where and it's about parenting, especially parenting of Pakistani parents. They have this controlling idea, control in the sense that they need to keep a check on their children's usage of technology, usage of device, and this idea is more applicable to our female students. So in a situation where children have this idea of control, and children have parents, sorry, parents have this idea of uh, controlling their children and supervising their internet usage, that affects their smooth learning. I'm not talking about community RFC students per se. I'm talking about students who are from areas in southern Punjab, areas in our Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province, and especially areas from where our students, especially the areas that have conservative leaning environment, and majority of our students come from those backgrounds. So this has been another issue: inequalities. uh, 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 um, Development in media has been giving rise to inequalities as well, and then so many other things. I would like you to be creative, and I would especially like you to read chapter 11 and come prepared to talk about this in our next class. We are doing these random discussions. We are done with our syllabus. We have finished everything. But I promise that I'll be coming to classes to help students develop their media journals, and to answer their questions if they have any. So if you have any question related to media journal, you can ask me now. If you have any questions related to your grading, you can ask that too. Another thing, usually this happens when soon after I upload grades on Moodle. I receive emails from students where they ask me, can you give me the breakdown of my marks? But everything is available on Moodle. except for your first quiz. I showed you your first quiz in class, and then your Moodle assessment, your second quiz assessment, and your media journal assessment is going to be on Moodle. This means all your scores are available on Moodle. And I do not usually see the point when students send me emails that give me the breakdown of my marks. How did I end up getting this grade? And when teacher is giving you time, I am spending this whole week discussing your grades. So when teacher is giving you time, I think you should take advantage of that time instead of writing emails after you see your grade uploaded on your Empower account. I think students should come to classes to discuss their grades with teacher. And I think I feel like I need to repeat it multiple times. This is your right to know how your work was assessed. And I have given, after reading my comments, you can see that I read every single assignment in detail. I spent considerable amount of time reading your assignments and then giving my feedback. Even if you have any concern, I am happy to answer. If you do not, then maybe we can call it a day. No concerns?
No, ma'am.
All right, let me do your attendance then. Misha, I had a quick glance at your work, and it looked fine to me. But I will go over it with you. Let me do the attendance first. Then I'll ask others to leave. Only you and Ahmed can stay because I have to give Ahmed an exam.
Okay, ma'am.
All right, Bilal Afzal,
Yes, ma'am.
Ghazal Ahmed,
Present.
Shiza Ali, Hadi Ali.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Shiza. Hadi Ali, Ahmed Altaf, Ahmed is here. Zishan,
Present, ma'am.
Zara Asghar. Zara, bete, maybe you joined late. Please see is Zahra here? Amna
No, ma'am.
Zahra, please see your assessment on, see my assessment of your of your midterm exam on Moodle. Amna, Mahajaz, Talal Gilani, Rohama, Malaika, Arbaz, Haider Kamal, Abdullah Khan, Misha Mubarak. Misha is here. Hamza Kazi, Umar Riaz. Is Umar here? Maham Shamaz, Haseeb Akhtar, Muhammad Ehsan, Amar Wakar, Hubab Yusuf, Ahmad Zia, and Khadija Zubair. I have a request. There is only one student. His name is Talal Gilani. His exam was neither on Moodle nor in my email box. I did write him an email yesterday, but I haven't heard from him so far. If any one of you maybe can send a message on WhatsApp so that he can know his midterm exam was missing. I couldn't find it either on Moodle or in the email box. Okay. All right. If you will meet again on Wednesday with your responses on challenges confronted by media and how do we try to cope up with them within the scope of communication theories. We'll do this discussion. These are just random discussions that we are doing, and they will help you develop a lot of things, a lot of your future projects, your thesis, if you want to opt for thesis for MCOM 499 project, your admission essay for your higher studies, and also developing your perspectives for your job. Okay. All right. Only Misha and Ahmed Altaf can stay, and I will ask the rest of you to leave, please. Thank you.
Allah Hafiz, ma'am.
Okay, Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.